Hi, welcome to another video from thiskindagirlcom, the home of smart, sexy, swinging advice. Please subscribe to my channel, check me out on social media and visit thiskindagirlcom for all the best, smart, sexy swinger advice. Today I am asking, what are personal rules of swinging? This is a topic that I get asked about quite a lot, and it's a topic that I know a lot of people are keen to learn about and are researching, because it's something that is so important when you are thinking about starting swinging and wanting to discover more about the lifestyle. So in this video I'm going to be giving you my top 10 personal rules of swinging. So everybody should make up their own rules, but here are my top 10 guidelines to follow. First of all, if you want to play with others, as I'm hoping you do, and you want to get down and dirty, then you need to make sure you're squeaky clean first. This is a must. You don't have to shave off all of your pubic hair and all of your body hair, but have some consideration towards other swingers. Always be freshly showered and clean. The smell of fresh soap is lovely. Some parties have showers so that you can freshen up during the night if things get a little messy. Always have condoms and lube. Even if you don't immediately plan on playing, you may feel relaxed and want to engage in some soft swap play. Using condoms and getting in the habit of using them is just good practice. A small bottle of lube or even baby oil is also handy and great for swingers with soft limits. If you're only comfortable with foreplay, then make that foreplay count. Don't be a swinger couple or a swinger single person who is known for bringing the drama. It is so unappealing when swingers argue. If you feel like you want to stop play and discuss things, that's fine, but remove yourself from the situation and talk it through away from others. You should never decide to change the rules halfway through having sex with people and expect it to be okay. So if you feel uncomfortable or something's arose as a problem, just remove yourself from the situation and find a solution. Sex is very passionate, remember, so in the heat of the moment and when there's a lot of it's quite an emotional act, isn't it? So try not to get in any arguments while you're, because you may find that funny that I say that, but this has actually happened to me when a couple started arguing, and it was like so horrible. It was the worst, I won't say it was the worst swing experience, but it was pretty unpleasant because it's just, yeah, just killed the vibe completely. So don't do it, okay? So drink. Most bars and clubs and swinger parties do have a bring your own booze policy, and it can be tempting to have a few to calm your nerves. I know that alcohol provides a little lubrication for the conversation, but don't have too much to drink. Yeah, I have to say this. Like, I've seen quite a lot of couples get really quite drunk, and I can't tell people how much they can drink and what they should drink, but 1 or 2 is fine if you're going to have a drink, but nobody wants to play with drunk swingers, and if you're too drunk then chances are you're going to be thrown out. And also when you've had too much to drink, perhaps you won't be as safety conscious as you should be, so do try and tone it down a little bit. So never make assumptions about what other people may or may not enjoy. Most women that I have met in swinger situations have been bisexual, but this isn't always the case. Never presume a couple is okay with full swap. Always ask and establish their boundaries first. Always ask for consent first. Whether you're in a full-on orgy situation or having soft swap play with a couple in private, always ask. Never touch someone without being invited. Now you may think that in an orgy everybody just dives in and just goes for it. It's not really like this. I mean, I'm sure there are orgies like this, but for me personally, I wouldn't get involved in something like that. And you don't have to sit down and have a lengthy conversation with each partner in an orgy before, but just kind of establish rules, establish what's okay, what's not. Is it okay? Isn't it? Because if not, you're not going to get out what you want, out of the orgy. Use a safe word. Whether you're in a couple or playing as a single person, establishing a safe word is a good idea, especially if you have harder limits. Make sure those you're playing with know your safe word and don't be afraid to use it. Now, when I was a single swinger, when I was a unicorn, I found it useful having a safe word when meeting couples for BDSM style play. Now, it doesn't have to be in a BDSM style relationship, but if you're in a couple and you're enjoying an orgy and maybe something's not quite going right, or you want to stop, maybe just saying the safe word to your partner and then they'll know, for example. So, don't laugh when I say this one, but you need to establish where is it okay for you to come. Some people are okay with it being inside them and in a condom, whereas other people, they don't like to take the risk. You should always ask first and tell those you're playing with where it's okay for them to come to. I know it's a strange one, but safe sex should always be your priority. Now, the reason I say this is because there was a time a while ago when I was playing with a couple, and the woman, without any kind of prior warning, she just squirted all over me, and it was like towards the start of the night, and I hadn't taken off my dress. I still had my nice dress on. I was still like nicely made up, and I didn't appreciate it. It was not erotic, it was not sexy, it was not cool, and I didn't enjoy that at all. I know that we can't always prepare for these things, but I learned the hard way basically, and I don't want you guys to. It was not nice. So always, just when you're talking about ejaculation, always establish where it is cool and where it's not, because some people, they don't like to take the risk, even with a condom. Some people, they don't mind. So just always discuss it first. Reconnecting after swinging is essential. Whether you're a couple or a single swinger, take time out to explore your emotions, think about what you enjoyed and what you didn't. Recognize how your body responded to the situations you experienced. Now, these can be good responses or bad responses. You could be pleasantly surprised or you could be turned off, but always reassess how you felt. Not as clinical as a reassessment, but always just kind of discuss it, think about it. How did you respond? What you liked, what you didn't like, and just try and make sense of it, basically. You should never body shame or sex shame other swingers. We are all unique. No one should ever make you feel uncomfortable due to your gender, body type, sexuality, or sexual preference. Don't criticize or talk negatively about those around you. When you are in a swinger club situation or a swinger party situation, chances are you will see sex acts, you will see various types of intimacies, you will see people with different sexual orientation, different body type, different fetishes. And just because it's not your thing, that doesn't mean you should verbalize about what it is you like to see and don't like to see. And if something's happening and you're not cool with it, then that's fine. Just don't get involved. Just move away. Just go and have a private play or whatever. But standing there and kind of shaming or passing comment on what's happening is just hugely inappropriate. You may not like to see bisexual men having sex with other men, but you know what? They've got just as much right to have that sex as everybody else in the club. And if you're going to a club night where there's openly bi couples, then you kind of have to just embrace that. And if you don't like to see it, then don't go. That's the answer. You should never body shame. And just because some people are into certain kinks and certain fetishes, that doesn't mean that that's wrong or that's disgusting. Like, I'm quite heavily into water sport play, which is something I really enjoy. I would be really offended if other people turn around and went, "Oh, that's disgusting, that's horrible, how could you do that?" openly in front of other swingers. That would be a massive turn off for me, and you shouldn't do it. Whatever it is you like to do, just get on with it and enjoy it, and That's what I'm going to say, basically. Don't body shame and don't kink shame. So they are my top 10 rules that should be followed when you are playing in a swing club or at a swinger event. I know that your own rules will be slightly different to these, and I know you'll have variants of these rules. If you want more information about personal rules of swinging, do check out thiskindagirl.com for all the best, smart, sexy swinger advice. I have 2 posts on rules when swinging, and I'm sure it will help you draw up your own rules and ideas when you are playing. I shall see you next time.